Hello everybody and welcome to Jo's bundling class. I'm close up to the camera so you can't see all the mess behind me. So that's why I'm so close. So today I'm going to talk about how I would put a bundle together. And I'm going to go out and try and find a bundle and photograph it and just tell you everything I do. It's quite a process, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. I can now put a bundle together in a day and it can sell like hotcakes. So I did this at Christmas. I put about 4 bundles together. They were Christmas bundles and they all sold like crazy. And they didn't take me long to put together. So I'll just talk about how I go about the process. You have to bear with me because I'm not used to doing these videos. So I used to work in marketing, so I've got a bit of a marketing mind and I'm quite creative. So that does help. But what you really need to do before you start doing your bundle is think about what is selling at the moment, and think about whether it's going to be a long-term bundle, a short-term seasonal bundle, who it's going to be for, as Mandy said in her course. So if you start looking around on TV, say, and see what's being advertised at the moment, what programmes are on TV at the moment. So things like Big Brother in the UK, there's that one with the beach, but I can't remember what it's called because I didn't watch it. Anyway, programmes like that can give you ideas for bundles. You can think about children, you can think about your grandma, you can think about business. It doesn't have to be a consumer bundle. It could be business too. I mean, there's just so many things you can look at. I'm just looking at my notes so I can remember what I'm going to talk about. Also, bloggers. If you follow some bloggers, you can get loads of ideas from them about what's popular at the moment. So I tend to, there's one blogger here in the UK. She's called Mrs. Hinch and she just does cleaning. Everything she does on her blog is about cleaning pretty much, but she's having a baby soon, so it's going to be about babies soon. So you could go on, see what she's promoting and make a bundle out of the stuff she's promoting. Or when her baby comes along, you can promote all the babies. You can put the baby stuff in the bundle. I mean, there's just so many ideas. I'm bursting with them. So one thing I would do is I would recommend you get a retail calendar. You can usually download them online, just to give you a plan of what's coming up through the year so that you can be ready for it in advance, so you can get your products sent up to Amazon FBA in good time, because I think that's where I suffered at Christmas. I came up with my bundle ideas in November, but I didn't get them put together in time and I just was too scared to send them up in case I didn't get there in time. So always be a bit prepared and get stuff up early, because people do start buying early. Obviously we've got Valentine's Day coming up soon, so I'm getting on the case with Valentine's Day now. In fact, I've been thinking about Valentine's Day since November. So I've got a lot of the stuff that I need. I just haven't got the bundle yet. But I have lots of packaging and stuff all ready to go. So I can make a bundle in a day and photograph it and get it on. And it's ready to go straight away. But you'll get used to it as you go along. As Mandy said in her video, you need to think about who you're targeting. So, I mean, obviously we're women. We're going to be thinking about what would we want, but it's always good to think outside the box, because if there's 100 of you, 100 of women, we're all going to be thinking, right, what would we want? We want beauty stuff, we want this, we want that. But if you think outside the box a little bit, you're not going to have so many competitors. So you could also think about children. So we've got Valentine's Day coming up. You could think about, right, children want to get involved in Valentine's Day as well. So what could I do there? What sort of bundle could I put together? There's just so many ideas. You also, if you're doing gifts, you need to think about the end user. So you've got the end user, what do they want? So if it's a children's Valentine's bundle, you might think, right, what do kids like to do? Really think, they like a bit of glue, bit of paint, I don't know, they want to make a card for their parents. So, a dad could be buying it for the kid to make mum a card, or the other way around. So you also need to think about the buyer. So it's not just the end user, you need to think, right, what does the buyer want? They want the person to be happy with what they receive. They want them to be entertained. They want them to be kept quiet, if it's kids, I would have thought. And they want it to be easy, so that there's instructions and everything's pretty simple and you're good to go. The other thing you need to think about when you're doing a bundle or selling anything is you need to think commercially. And I see this loads and loads with the people I see on these courses, and just people in general. They think about what they would want, but they don't think about what other people would want. And what I like more unusual stuff, is not what everyone else likes, and I have to accept that. So really, you need to look on Amazon and see what is selling. I mean, some of the stuff I look at, I think, oh my God, that's so naff, but it sells. So, you know, I would go for, you know, something that's a bit more expensive or a bit more unusual, but I'm not going to sell many of those. I want to sell loads of stuff, so I need to sell what sells and not what I like. So you need to do the same. The other thing I'd say is, yeah, don't go off-piste with colours and flavours. If I just think of chocolate as an example, you might really like blood orange chocolate, but everyone else might not like blood orange chocolate. So you really need to think, right, what does everyone buy? You know, what's something that everyone buys? So if you're going to put in a bundle some chocolate, people either buy dark chocolate or milk chocolate. That's pretty much it. Or sometimes they buy salted caramel. But I know it's going to be different for the States, because I've done research on this in the past when I did some work for Nestle. Americans have got different taste to us Brits in terms of chocolate. But yeah, you really need to think about what sells. So if you're going to put chocolate or whatever in your bundle, go onto Amazon and see what the top sellers are, so you can get an idea of what's going to sell if it's in your bundle. Okay, Primark. This is in the UK for you American ladies. Yeah, so I'm looking around for bundle ideas. Primark is absolutely full of stuff. So if you want to make a bundle, right here, they've got loads of Harry Potter stuff. Harry Potter bundles sell like hotcakes. We've got, that's £7, so it's quite expensive, but they've got loads of little knickknacks. They've got Disney stuff. You know what I mean? They've literally putting a bundle together for you. Pick the stuff up and put it in a box. There's so much in here, I'm getting a bit excited. What else is there? I'm trying to make a continuous video so you can see it. They've got fairy lights. They've even got storage baskets to put stuff in. So you could buy your basket here to put your bundle in. Look at that. That's really nice. Well, that one's broken, but you can buy one of these. And you could put like make a Mother's Day kit out of that and put a flannel in it, some candles. Where's the... Here. They've got loads of stuff. Little dishes, candles, all different colours. Yeah, so you've got no excuses, just get yourself down to Primark, and I could make a bundle in 10 minutes in here, and it'll probably sell like hotcakes. You don't even need to tell the people it's Primark, just take all the labels off and just make it a generic bundle. First of all, they've got these trays here. You could take a tray like that and make a Mother's Day breakfast tray. They've got loads of knickknacks in here. And there's just so much stuff in here you could put together for a bundle. You could do I know these sell quite well, these glass coffee mugs. They're like keep cups. They're £5, but I know the real ones cost about 20 quid. So you could put that in with some coffee, or some nice coffee sachets and some biscuits. That could be a bundle on its own in a nice little one of the trays they've got over there. Right, I'll have a look and see what else they've got. Also, you could do a Mother's Day bundle, so you could do some pink candles. They've also got some room scent there, and what else? Pink face flannels or pink towels, and a pink hair wrap. So I mean, a lot of it's similar colours, so, or you could mix two colours together, like pink and grey, goes well together. Here's a grey, and put something pink with it. Yeah, pink and grey goes quite well together, so you might want to look at something like that. I mean, all this stuff is like dirt cheap. That's £2.50, Looks really nice. Just take the Primark sign off the bottom and no one will even know where it's from. I mean, I don't shop in Primark usually. I'm just in London at the moment, so I'm having a look around one of the big ones. Got loads of little candle sets. I'll break that down into smaller ones. Put one in each of your sets. Get yourself down to Primark. Downstairs now, but you can find loads of more Harry Potter stuff, which again Harry Potter stuff flies out. That they just got this. Oh my god, I'm like a kid in a sweet shop today. Loads of bags that you could use for Mother's Day gifts. Purses, makeup bags, gloves. You can make up beach sets for the summer. You probably sell loads of those. Like a beach bag and maybe a beach towel. They got jewellery, glasses. Do one with the sunglasses. These Mickey Mouse bags will probably sell well, especially to the Americans. And then they've got all the beauty stuff. I'm sure there's loads in there you could add to a bundle. They've got all the hair stuff. You can make up a hair bundle. It's positively brimming in here. I might have to spend the whole day in here. Okay ladies, I'm going to show you how I package up a bundle to go to Amazon, or if I'm sending it out myself. Right, so this is the bundle I did yesterday. I hope you can see everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all in the box so that it looks nice. This one's quite big, so I'm not going to put any stuffing underneath it. It's a glass candle in there, so you might want to wrap that in bubble wrap first inside the box if you can. I haven't though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this stuff in the bottom like so. Oh, it's like Blue Peter. Sure, I used to do this as a kid. Pretend I was on TV. Right, so with this box you don't want to put anything right up to the edge because these bits go inside. So yeah, so you've got that one in. Now this stuff, put a bit more in. So this stuff I want to lay out so it looks nice when it comes in the box. Hopefully you can see that. I'm just muddling through here. I haven't done any set sort of way I would do it. Okay, or the other thing, you want to try and find a nice way of laying it out, so maybe you could do it like that. I don't know. You get the idea, I'm sure. Now next I'm going to put some stuffing on the top. Get some more stuffing. So stop it all moving about in the box. What you want to think about when you're doing bundles is try and get a smaller box rather than too big a box. Otherwise it's going to cost you a fortune in boxes, stuffing and postage. So I don't know how you do post in America, but you need to think about your post sizes and what size you're going to do it, because I'm sure it must. I know if I merchant fulfill, then it's going to make a difference, and you're not going to do merchant fulfilled yet, but you probably will do in the future. So you need to know, you need to think about that. You don't want it to cost a fortune to post, and also think about the weight. I've had this little card made up, a thank you card, to try and get people to leave me a review. Now I've asked for a product review, not a account review, you know, not a review of my service, but a review of the product, because the more reviews you get, the more stuff you sell. So I'm going to put that in, and then you don't have to put it in the box, you could put it on the outside if you wanted. And also make sure it's not stuffed too high like this one is, because then otherwise it'll have a, you know, it'll go up a bit. So next I'm going to show you how to tie a bow. So this is like, whoop, hold on, let me check I've got the camera in the right place. This is like showing my daughter how to tie her shoelaces. Okay. So I'm going to have the bow over this side. Now what I usually do for my bundles is I'll just tie the ribbon there, and I'll get a slightly wider one, and the reason being is because it's a lot cheaper. But for this one I'm going to do it all the way around. Sorry, I did that wrong. It's like the blind leading the blind here, isn't it? Okay. It's just like wrapping a Christmas present. One under there, one under there. You've got this on video so you can play it back. Could even get your kids to help if they can tie their shoelaces. So you just tie it in a bow and then just do it how you would tie your shoelaces. Same thing. I probably need to leave a bit more allowance on that side, but let's pretend I have, so I don't have to do it again. And then you might want to trim the ribbon off. I just cut it one way up like that. You need pretty sharp scissors for ribbon. Cut that one off a bit. Okay, so pretend that's longer there. I probably would retie that one. Okay, so I've got my bundle, so this is what someone's bought from me, hopefully. So next, what I do is, oh, I've just got something ready and now I can't bloody well find it. Ah, there it is. So what I do is I wrap mine up in bubble wrap just to protect them, because it's got a bow on the top. Now you can either put a bit of bubble wrap over the top, or you can put it all the way around. I'm putting it all the way around. You don't have to do this because this box is actually pretty sturdy, so you don't really have to. I just do it because I think it looks nicer as well. And I use this paper bubble wrap, as I keep harping on about. So I'm trying to do a little bit for the environment. So maybe I'll fold that over. And then I would usually just have clear tape, but I've run out. So I've got this washi tape. So just like doing a Christmas or birthday present. Okay, so that goes like that. And then what I do next, excuse the bags, I've run out of bags and I'm waiting for some new ones to turn up. So this one's had it a bit. So I'll get a clear poly bag, because if you put the sticker on this, it could come apart or the sticker could fall off. So that's what I don't really want. I'm starting to use biodegradable bags, but yeah, this isn't one, but I have got some. And then I would seal it up like that, and then I will get my labels. I thought I brought them over. Hold on a minute. I put a, this isn't the label obviously, this is the barcode that I've generated when I've done a shipment. So this is what comes out. So you don't need to do this, Amazon does that for you and you just print it out. And I do 44 to an A4 page, but I know you have a different size paper in America, so say your letter size, I think, I do 44 to a page, but yours might be different. Then I print out my own warning labels, which I made myself. You could probably do it in Word or something like that and just make up a label. And that is it. That's my bundle, and that's how it will go off to Amazon. I'd put it into a big box with lots of other bundles.